All right, so very quickly, let us have a look at B. All right, so at B, we need to find the length of the length indicated by X. In B, there is a right angle triangle of which I know the length of two sides, and I wish to find the length of the third side. For that, I must use Pythagoras Theorem, which says that C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. So this is B. And in the Pythagoras Theorem formula, C is the hypotenuse and A and B are the other two sides. Now, the hypotenuse is the longest side, and it is the side that is in front of the right angle. So in B, the hypotenuse is X. So it is X squared. C represents the hypotenuse. A and B are the other two sides. This should be 5 squared plus 12 squared. And it doesn't matter which one. Which one is A and which one is B. 5 squared is 25. 12 squared is 144. 25 plus 144 is 169. So X squared is equal to 169. The opposite of square is square root. Therefore, X is the square root of 169. And so X is equal to 13 centimeters. Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Let us move on to C. Again, in C, I have a right angle triangle of which I know the length of two sides. And X, the side that I don't know, is the hypotenuse. Now, X is the hypotenuse because it is in front of the right angle. So by definition, the hypotenuse is the longest side of the right angle triangle, and it is the side that is opposite to the right angle. So if I know two sides of a right angle triangle and I wish to find the length of the third side, I must apply Pythagoras Theorem. Pythagoras Theorem says that C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. In the Pythagoras Theorem formula, C is the hypotenuse and A and B are the other two sides. Now, in the triangle at C, the hypotenuse is X, so this is X squared is equal to 8 squared plus 15 squared. 8 squared is 64, and 15 squared is 225. When you add them, you should get 289. So X squared is equal to 289, and the opposite of square is square root. So therefore, X is the square root of 289, which is 17 meters. All right, so please ensure that you use the correct unit. So in C, the unit is meter. Let's have a look at E and F. All right, so this is D. Let's go down to E and F. All right, so in E, I have a right angle triangle of which I know the length of two sides, and I wish to find the length of a third side, X. If I know two sides of a right angle triangle and I wish to find the length of the third side, I must use Pythagoras Theorem. So the Pythagoras Theorem formula is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Now, in the Pythagoras Theorem formula, C is the hypotenuse and A and B are the other two sides. Now, in the triangle at E, the hypotenuse is the side in front of the right angle, which is 10. So this is 10 squared is equal to X squared plus 8 squared. 10 squared is 100. Is equal to X squared plus 8 squared, which is 64. Positive 64 goes over and becomes negative. Therefore, turning this around, I'm going to get x squared is equal to 36. Now, the opposite of square is square root. So therefore, x would be the square root of 36. Therefore, x would be equal to 6 meters. And lastly, the last question. All right, in F, I have a right angle triangle of which I know the length of 2 sides, and I wish to find the length of the third side. And if I have a right angle triangle for which I know the length of 2 sides, and I wish to find the length of the third side, I must use Pythagoras Theorem. The Pythagoras Theorem formula is c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. In the Pythagoras Theorem formula, c is the hypotenuse, and a and b are the other 2 sides. Now, the hypotenuse is the side that is in front of the right angle. So in this question, the hypotenuse is 37. And so 37 squared is equal to x squared plus 12 squared. So 37 is the hypotenuse, and x and 12 are the other 2 sides. Now, 37 squared is 1,369 is equal to x squared plus 12 squared, which is 144. Positive 144 goes over and becomes negative. So 1,369 minus 144 is equal to x squared. And so x squared is equal to 1,225. The opposite of square is square root. So therefore, x would be the square root of 1,225. And so x would be equal to 35 centimeters. X is 35 centimeters. So this is your introduction to Pythagoras Theorem. When we come to the next class, we will finish the topic.